My experience with a skinwalker. My name is Joshua, and I was working a summer job on a ranch in northern Arizona, way out there where there was nothing but open desert and fence lines. The ranch hand I stayed with was not very talkative, but he was strict about never going outside at night. At first he said it was because of coyotes, and then one evening before he walked off, he added, "and things that try to talk to you." I laughed it off. He did not laugh with me. I must say the man was not known to be funny, so I figured he was just trying to scare me. The first few nights were normal enough. Cattle moving, mooing, wind, coyotes in the distance. But on the fourth night, I woke up around 2 a.m. because the dogs were going absolutely insane barking outside. I stepped outside with a flashlight, thinking that a coyote was coming for one of the cattle or something. I saw the ranch hand was already standing there, out in the front of the yard near the fence line, standing completely still, back to me, not moving. I called to him and said, "Hey, what is it? What's wrong?" And he didn't look at me. He just said, "Don't shine the light too far out." I did it anyways, because I'm a 19-year-old boy and that's what I do. At first, I didn't see anything, just desert and brush, until I noticed movement along the tree line, maybe 80 to 100 yards out. It didn't really move like an animal, although I thought it would be an animal at first, but it was upright, but wrong, stiff in some places, too wiggly in other places. Imagine a bobblehead. I asked him again what it was, and he said, very quietly, "Go inside." But I kept looking, not believing what I was seeing and wanting to be involved, and then it stopped moving entirely. It was facing away from us. Me and the ranch hand just stood watching, and then it started to walk backwards in our direction. Ugh! That was when the dogs went completely silent. I couldn't make out the details of the thing walking backwards yet because it was still too far away. My flashlight was not that strong, just the outline and the movement. The ranch hand grabbed my arm and pulled me back into the house. We both locked the door behind us and shut off the lights. We sat in the dark for a while. There was nothing, just silence, until I heard some movement outside again. My stomach dropped. Then a voice called my name just one time, and it sounded exactly like the ranch hand. Same tone, and it was right outside the window, except the ranch hand was sitting next to me. The ranch hand leaned in and told me not to respond, and then he stood up without saying anything, walked into the back room, leaving me alone, only to come back holding a rifle and a small lantern, told me to stay inside. I watched through the front curtain as he walked outside into the yard, raised the lantern, and stood there in the dark for over 5 minutes, until I saw a flash of movement at the fence line again. There it was again, except it was closer now, and it was facing us. It looked like him, same height, same posture, same clothes, but his face was shadowed. The real ranch hand raised his rifle and fired a single shot into the ground between the two of them. The thing did not react, and after about 60 seconds, it backed away into the dark without turning. The ranch hand came back inside and sat down, and finally said, "If you respond, it will learn your voice." We didn't sleep at all that night, and the next morning I asked him to drive me back in town, and he did, in silence, and I never went back.